Reverend Al Sharpton is going to be holding a rally in protest of President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on MLK Jr. Day, which is the same day as the inauguration. He says Trump supporters are going to be on one side of Washington, watching him take the oath. Quote, "I will be at the nation's capital working to keep the dream alive. There has never been a more important time to peacefully organize and mobilize." End of quote. There has never been a more important time to peacefully organize and mobilize. Not even Jim Crow, when black people couldn't vote, separate facilities, separate but equal schools. There's never been a more important time to mobilize. After World War II, there were some Japanese fighters that were still in the jungles of Burma. They were unaware that the war was over, even though there were leaflets being dropped informing them that the war was over. They thought that was an enemy trick. So years after the war was over, there were Japanese soldiers in Burma still thinking that the war was going on. People like Al Sharpton are in Burma, completely unaware the civil rights movement has been successful. The civil rights war has been won. He keeps fighting it. Why? Because it makes him relevant. That's why he was in the streets of Ferguson before one day of testimony had been taken, yelling, "No justice, no peace." And of course, we found out that the officer was completely vindicated. Michael Brown did not have his hands up, did not say don't shoot. His friend who claimed that it was completely lied, admitted that he lied. And there was Al Sharpton yelling, "No justice, no peace." By the way, this race hustler claims that he came out of the King movement. He said that I've come out of the King movement. Martin Luther King believed in civil disobedience. When and where did he ever say, "No justice, no peace"? Pretty disgusting. Our friend Chris Tremoli, who works for the Washington Examiner, he's an editor, not the editor-in-chief as he informed us, wrote a piece called "Democrats Should Kneel 18 Minutes in Capitol for Lake and Riley." Pointed out that after George Floyd, all these Democrats kneeled for 8 minutes, which is how long the officer had his knee on George Floyd's neck. And Tremoli suggests that maybe, just maybe, Democrats might want to kneel 18 minutes in the Capitol for Lake and Riley, because that's how long she apparently struggled against the man who murdered her. However, Democrats have remained quiet during this trial. If any Democrats have said anything, I don't recall hearing it. She spent 18 minutes before dying from the attack. 18 minutes getting brutally beaten. And Tremoli writes, quote, "Because Democrats care more about allowing illegal aliens into the country than securing the border and protecting Americans." 18 minutes. I will forward that suggestion to Nancy Pelosi. I've got a feeling, however, she won't respond.